everybody. Welcome to The Tonight Show. Today, NBC announced that it will not air next year's Golden Globes due to the controversy surrounding the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Yeah, it's like NBC said to ABC, we see your hostless award show and raise you no award show. No award show. That's right, the group has been under fire for its finances, its lack of diversity, and press conferences filled with sexism, racism, and homophobia. It's never good when you check every box in a human resources video. So, yeah, we did that too. Yeah, we definitely did that. Meanwhile, Fox News heard all that and was like, we'll host it. NBC put their foot down. You know you have a problem with diversity when you're called out by the same network that made Friends. You know what I'm saying? This means the new standard bearer for international acclaim is the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards blimp. Another big story is the scandal in horse racing. It just came out that Medina Spirit, the horse that won last weekend's Kentucky Derby, tested positive for steroids after the race. When he heard that, the horse was like, hey, you said that needle was the third Pfizer vaccine. I think the real giveaway was when he ran the race on two legs. Jockey on his shoulders. Right now, the horse is thinking, as long as I'm being put out to stud, this sounds more like a you problem. As if things weren't bad enough for Medina Spirit, a photo just surfaced of him partying with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, can you believe it? Just terrible. Terrible week. Awful. Terrible week for horse racing. Yeah, his racing days may be over, but on the bright side, he just joined the Russian gymnastics team. I mean, that's unbelievable. Meanwhile, even former President Trump weighed in. He released a statement writing, so now even our Kentucky Derby winner, Medina Spirit, is a junkie. This is emblematic of what is happening to our country. The whole world is laughing at us as we go to hell on our borders, fake presidential election, and everywhere else. That's his blog. Can we zoom into the photo of Trump there? I just can't stop laughing at the image of him at his desk writing about his thoughts about a horse by hand. This is a disgrace. Done. You guys hear about this over the weekend? A major pipeline that runs from Texas to New Jersey had to be shut down due to a cyber attack. Ooh. We don't know who did it, but the message just said, Today, the pipeline operator says it plans to resume service by the end of this week. Verizon heard it was like, come on, even we can do better than that. Meanwhile, I read that the prices of everyday items have been skyrocketing recently due to shortages, as a lot of people worried. And I agree, prices are getting way too high. Did you see this earlier today? What? Take a look.
Oatmeal. Actual retail price, $2,495. Showcase Showdown's coming up next, folks. Joe. Oh, wait.
Can you believe that? That's insane for oatmeal.
Wow. That seems pretty steep.
On to some good news. Dr. Fauci said that soon it may be time to relax indoor mask rules. That's right, Fauci also said he thinks we'll be back to normal by Mother's Day 2022. I'm guessing that's what he told his wife yesterday when she said, why are we not going out to brunch? He's like, is that today? For Mother's Day, of course. What? And today, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced that starting next week, cautious hugging will be allowed in England. Yep, cautious hugging, or as people in England call it, normal hugging. All right, very good. Hello, good night. All right, everyone go to bed. All right, very good. Oh, hello, that's right. All right, very good. Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Now go back, off to bed. That's that. We did that. Get this, computer scientists say that they've created an artificial intelligence that can detect sarcasm. Oh. Yep, computers that actually know sarcasm. That's amazing, and it got me thinking. Hey Siri, do you know sarcasm?
No, Jimmy, I don't know sarcasm. Now get back to your monologue. I really want to hear more of your great jokes about horses.
Wow. Hang on, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that was sarcasm.
Wow, nothing gets by you, Sherlock Holmes.
Come on, I thought we had a good relationship.
Yeah, I love being asked about the weather 900 times a day. There's no way you could look out a window and figure it out for yourself.
Hey, just stop. Hey, turn it off. Turn it off.
Indeed.
Hey, I saw that a small sketch of a bear drawn by Leonardo da Vinci could sell for more than $16 million at auction. Yeah. I don't mean to knock Da Vinci, but are we sure that's a bear? Did you see this? Looks like the logo for Boar's Head Cold Cuts. And get this, I read that over 800 turtles were just rescued from storm drains along the Jersey Shore. That's the good news. The bad news is it's now Turtle Fest at Red Lobster. This is just unbelievable. It's just
Awful. Why would they do that?
terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Experts say that they're babies and they'll be okay. It's when they're raised in the sewer and become teenagers that you have to worry. Then Splinter, the rat, was like, hey, by the way, did you know I was originally drawn by Da Vinci? You know that?
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
Da Vinci did. Finally, I saw that Dartmouth University's medical school is accusing 17 students of cheating on remote tests. When they heard 50 million students learning remotely, were like, who would do such a thing? One of the accused students said, I swear I didn't cheat from the bottom of my heart, which is a muscular organ that pumps blood through the circulatory system. Today, President Biden met with 6 state governors to discuss ways that they can get more Americans vaccinated. Yep, they spent about 15 minutes coming up with ideas and 3 hours talking about if Bennifer is back. That's right, Biden needed more ideas after Dr. Fauci refused to pose for a shirtless calendar. He said no. It's crazy that this is still a problem. I mean, even COVID is thinking, I can't believe I'm re-signing my lease. This is... I didn't even think I'd get the deposit back on this. I'm not sure what incentives to get vaccinated are left. I mean, so far we tried food, alcohol, drugs, gift cards, sports tickets, money. Pretty much just leaves sex, doesn't it? I mean, that's that where we're at. Wow. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. No, Get vaccinated, everybody, just please.
Get the shot.
That's right, the government is doing all they can to get people vaccinated. Today, I read that the Biden administration is teaming up with McDonald's to help raise vaccine awareness. Yep, so get ready for the all-new McDerna. It's gonna be good. You know, we're living through historic times when McDonald's is giving public health advice, don't you think? Yeah, McDonald's is even putting up a billboard in Times Square that says, if you can deal with the after effects of the McRib, you can deal with the after effects of the vaccine. Also, as long as McDonald's is working to fight disease, they might want to look into whatever this thing was. I have no idea. Well, here in New York City, it was just announced that some subway stations are offering COVID vaccines. Yeah, first they sterilize your arm with the $2 bottle of vodka in a paper bag that was left in the seat. Then they hold the shot near your arm and a parkour dancer kicks it in. It's kind of amazing. And this is actually cool. They even got the MTA announcer to list all the side effects. Fever, headache, soreness, sweating. Meanwhile, over in Italy, a nurse accidentally gave a woman 6 doses of the Pfizer vaccine in one shot. I think in Italy they call that family style. And 6 doses of the vaccine. I'm 99% sure this is how every Marvel movie starts. Save us, Captain Pfizer. At this point, she's now protected from COVID-19, 20, 21, 22. Well, just when we thought we made it through the worst of the pandemic, the next big threat to public health has arrived.
Starbucks is launching the strawberry funnel cake frappuccino. It has as many calories as a double cheeseburger at McDonald's. It's a blend of strawberry puree and whipped cream with funnel cake pieces and powdered sugar.
If you want one, just walk in and say, vente diabete? You know, someone's gonna be like, I'll take a funnel cake frappuccino, but can I get it with skim milk? Some entertainment news. I saw that ABC just renewed Grey's Anatomy for an 18th season.
Oh.
Even the cicadas coming back are like, this show is still on? And finally, I saw that the cost of wood is increasing, which is making toilet paper more expensive. Maybe that's why Dr. Fauci was like, well, let's not throw out those face masks just yet. Everyone's heard about the pipeline hack, and people are actually making it worse by freaking out and panic buying gas. And now thousands of gas stations are out of fuel. See, this probably explains why my Uber driver gave me a piggyback to 30 Rock. A gas shortage. Right now, there's probably a guy who just got home like, honey, throw away all the toilet paper. We got to clear space for gasoline. We got to do it. Honey, are you okay? People are panic buying gas. And one couple stocking up went viral today. Look at this. Yeah. They drove about 8 feet before they passed out from the fumes. And that was a minivan, too, so you know there are kids involved. Should we roll down the windows? Hunter looks sleepy, honey. Well, at least they use proper containers. Listen to what other people are putting gasoline into.
The panic buying of gas on the East Coast getting so bad. Take a look at what the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission just tweeted out saying, do not fill plastic bags with gasoline.
Just like that, we're right back in the world's do not travel list. I mean, some people are like, would it be safer if I put the gasoline in balloons and I swallow them? And not only is there a gas shortage, there's also a chicken shortage. And the company Tyson is saying that they're partly to blame because the roosters they use for breeding have not met the demand. The roosters heard and were like, well, the added pressure certainly isn't helping! Why do I feel like this is going to end with a commercial featuring 2 chickens in a tub and the announcer being like, ask your vet if Rooster Cialis is right for you? And this is a tough time for Tyson. You hate to hear anyone having problems with their cocktail. Some big political news. Today, House Republicans voted to kick Liz Cheney out of her leadership role. Yeah, Republicans haven't turned on someone this fast since they tried to murder Mike Pence. You could tell Dick Cheney was upset when he offered to take House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy on a hunting trip to talk it over. After the vote, Liz Cheney said that she doesn't want Trump to get near the Oval Office ever again. Yeah, it's not that hard, actually. All I have to do is hang a sign outside that says, just salad. And this is weird. O.J. Simpson came out on Twitter and praised Cheney for standing up for the truth. She was like, not the endorsement I was looking for. Meanwhile, former President Trump also weighed in, and of course, he kept it classy.
New statement by former President Donald Trump. Liz Cheney is a bitter, horrible human being. She has no personality or anything good having to do with politics or our country.
I feel like that statement is just a Mad Lib that Trump fills in every day. It's like, blank is a bitter, horrible human being. Blank has no personality. Speaking of Republicans, I saw that over 100 Republicans are planning to release a letter threatening to form a third party if the GOP doesn't make certain changes. In fact, some Republicans have already started releasing their own statements. Check this out. First up, Congressman Neil Dunn said, if the GOP doesn't change, then I'm absolutely, well, my last name. Next up, Congressman Michael Guest said, if you want to leave the party, then be my, well, my last name. After that, Congressman Sam Graves said, if we split up the party, we might be digging our own, well, my last name. Then Congressman Dan Newhouse said, I'm leaving Congress altogether because I saved up enough money for a, well, my last name. Congressman Pat Fallon said, I sure hope they don't mention me on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy, well, my last name. And finally, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler said, no comment. And it's all over the place. Just everyone's speaking out.
Wow.
Some business news. I read that Amazon destroyed more than 2 million counterfeit products last year. Although I wish they did it before I dropped $50 on my Superb Marco video game.
It's me, Marco. Superb Marco.
Yeah. His brother Squingili.
Yeah, Squingili. Yeah. It's the Y box. He played on the Y box.
Some more business news. I saw that Natural Light just launched its own line of sour hard seltzer to compete with White Claw. But White Claw's not worried. They have a new slogan. It'll power your car during the gas shortage. Listen to this. A new study found vegetarians who drink and smoke are still healthier than meat eaters. Must be pretty annoying having dinner with someone who drinks and smokes and then is like, that chicken breast will kill you. But it's good news because vegetarians have been feeling left out since people who love cryptocurrency became way more irritating. I invested it. I know, I heard, yeah. Good luck. And finally, in Minnesota, a meteorologist was giving the forecast when something strange started going on with the graphics screen behind her. Watch this.
57 and Marshall 50 is the current temperature right now in Winona. Ooh, that's funky. What is going? Ooh. I don't really know what.
The anger is like, very funny, Jennifer. Moving on. The mayor has been abducted. That was fun. It's almost like when you used to win a game of solitaire on the computer. Everyone's talking about this. Earlier today, the director of the CDC made a huge announcement. Listen to this.
Today, CDC is updating our guidance for fully vaccinated people. Anyone who is fully vaccinated can participate in indoor and outdoor activities, large or small, without wearing a mask or physical distancing. If you are fully vaccinated, you can start doing the things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic.
Oh, man. Every bar in New York City is going to feel like St. Patrick's Day fell on Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying? I think things are about to get crazy. Seriously, I just got invited to an orgy at Dr. Fauci's.
Really?
Yes. Honest to God, the next time I hear N95, it better be in 50 years when I'm playing bingo. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is excited about the news, while the adults who secretly got braces are like, I thought I had more time. I'm just gonna wear the mask for fun. Yeah, if you are fully vaccinated, you can go back to doing the things you did before the pandemic. Well, not everything. If you're Trump, you still can't tweet. Yep. That's right, no more masks or social distancing for fully vaccinated people. Tariq, you know what this means. Good work, Tariq. As if getting vaccinated so you can return to a normal life isn't enough incentive, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine came up with a pretty bold idea. Listen to this.
Governor Mike DeWine is implementing a COVID-19 vaccine incentive program in the form of a $1 million lottery. Adult state residents who have received at least one dose will be eligible to win the money. A winner will be announced each Wednesday for 5 weeks.
You know, some idiot is out there like, yeah, but after taxes, it comes out to only $800,000, so it's not really worth it. I don't know. Yeah, $1 million vaccine lottery. And this is fun. Instead of drawing from a basket, they're going to pull numbered cotton swabs from someone's nose.
Oh, really?
It's a theme thing.
Wow.
Meanwhile, here in New York City, Shake Shack is offering free French fries to vaccinated customers. And they made the announcement during Mayor Bill de Blasio's briefing. Let's see how that went.
Show us your vaccine card. We'll get you free fries on us.
Free fries when you get vaccinated? You're saying I could get this? These delicious fries? If this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination. Mmm. Vaccination. Mmm.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Oh.
Oh. The sound you just heard was every New Yorker puking and then packing for Ohio.
Oh, oh my God.
Somehow, that was real.
That was real?
Yeah, it happened today.
Can I get devaccinated?
That wasn't you guys.
No, that was actually that.
That was real. That happened.
Yeah. Somehow... Somehow de Blasio did the impossible. He made people want to stop eating French fries. I'll go get a third dose if he stops eating on camera. Some news out of Washington. Yesterday, President Biden met with the big four leaders of Congress. And I thought some of the things he had to say were pretty interesting. Let's take a look.
We need an infrastructure bill that funds our roads and bridges. Used to be, go to your local bridge, tie a fishing line to your big toe and catch muskies with it. You go home, put it in a tank, and raise it as a pet. Everyone had a pet muskie.
A muskie?
I don't know what he's talking about. That wasn't all that he said.
Really? He said more?
Yeah, he said this.
This reminds me of my family back in the day. We'd all gather around the radio and try to win a biscuit tin full of Christmas stamps. If you won, you go to the general store, trade your Christmas stamps for a can of pickled apricots, and give those to the milkman. Well, he'd let you climb in his milk truck and honk the horn.
What are you talking about? Wow. Why doesn't anyone stop him?
He's the president.
He finally had this to say.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have another. Yeah, we finally. Listen to this.
Used to have a problem with a fellow on my street named Slippery Dennis. He had a wind-up toy of a hummingbird that could scare the bejesus out of you. So I decided to confront him the only way I knew how. Took the hummingbird and swallowed it. Still in my stomach to this day. Every time I hear the word Dennis, my tummy tickles.
You know, it seems like the country is going through a different shortage every day. This week it started with gasoline, and now something even more serious. Chick-fil-A has a sauce shortage.
Oh.
Dear God, will those Russian hackers stop at nothing? Don't worry, we just made a deal with Saudi Arabia for 10 million barrels of honey mustard, so we're all good. The milkman will let you honk the horn.
Ooga.
Yeah. Here's some more poultry-adjacent news. KFC is making some changes to its packaging. KFC is changing its packaging. It's adding instructions on their buckets for reheating leftovers. Oh. Yeah, people who eat KFC were like, leftovers? I just keep going till my fist hits cardboard. Yeah, KFC is redoing their packaging. When asked why, they said it was on their bucket list. Our show's canceled. Our show's canceled that fast from that. Can I finish the monologue? Just a couple more jokes. We're off the air? You gotta be kidding me. Well, I had a good run. Love you guys.
Bucket list.
This is the Bucket List show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's now been over a year since we all got on Zoom, and yet some people are still getting the hang of it, even people on the news, so you know what that means. It's time for another installment of Greatest Moments in Zoom History. Enjoy.
My lady walked over a mat in the...
Did we lose Bill? Uh-oh, poor connection.
What made you want to do it?
Well, my mom presented the idea to me, and she said that I could be one of the first.
I think we just lost Ty. Ty, I think we have you back. So I'll ask the question again. What made you want to be a part of this trial?
And John, in the early days of this investigation, what stands out to you the most?
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5.
We can hear you, John.
So let's see if we can give Teresa a call.
Hello.
Teresa. You're upside down, girl. Will you flip your phone upside down?
We can't see you.
This way. One more. One more click.
One more.
One more. Yes.
That's right. You got it. And finally, it was just announced that the Friends reunion will air on HBO Max on May 27th. May 27th? Could it be any closer? Yep, they're calling it the episode, they're calling the episode the one that costs way more than the others. Happy Friday, everyone. You guys, of course, the entire country is so excited that vaccinated people don't need to wear masks anymore. That's right, Americans haven't felt this good since White Claw doubled the amount of alcohol.
Wow.
Some people aren't sure if they can really ditch their mask. You know, it's like being on a work retreat and having to do a trust fall. It's like, is this okay? Are we doing this? Is this really okay? It really does feel like a new day. This morning I saw two strangers take off their masks and Lady and the Tramp a hot dog.
Wow.
I'll never forget that. Yeah, everyone's excited about ditching the mask, but I promise you no one's happier about it than Chuck Schumer's ears. That's right, after the CDC made their big announcement, President Biden spoke from the White House Rose Garden and had to say this.
We will rebuild our economy, reclaim our lives, and get back to normal. We'll laugh again. We'll know joy again. And we'll smile again.
I gotta be honest, it's nice having a president who speaks in Pottery Barn signs. Nice. We'll eat, pray, love. Biden then laid out the new rules for wearing a mask very simply. Take a look.
It's vaxxed or masked.
That's it. Perfect clip right there. Biden just officially became our first TikTok president. Meanwhile, with the new CDC guidance, some businesses have dropped their mask policies, but I saw that others, like Walmart, are still requiring them. Yep, as of now, Walmart still requires a mask, but somehow it doesn't require pants. Let's switch gears here. I saw that researchers at the University of Arizona have developed a cure for bad breath in dogs. I just feel bad for the one scientist who was like, nope, let's keep trying. That's right, pet owners were really excited while everyone else was like, is this really the cure we needed right now? That's what you're working on? That's right, the cure can eliminate the smell for about 2 hours. I wouldn't call that a cure, I'd call that an Altoid. And finally, this is very exciting. An all-glass enclosed elevator that travels more than 1,200 feet in the air is opening this fall in New York City. Take a look at this thing. Yeah. They don't charge you to get on, but they do charge you to get off. Get me out of here! Seriously, that thing's about to kill more birds than Captain Sully. Just to mess with people every now and then, they play this sound effect.